Hey everyone, so here it is on your request. 5 tips to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And these are not your regular tips like speak more often or read more books. These are advanced, researched and tried and tested, and of course easy techniques to help you speak English fluently and confidently. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips and 1 bonus tip. So make sure you watch right till the end. Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat, one of the largest career and higher education chat shows. And this is ChetChat's masterclass on 5 tips to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But before I begin to give you those 5 tips, I want to give a quick shout out to Sushil Ghosh, who in our last video said to us that video helped his daughter immensely in choosing her career. So if you want a shout out in any of our future videos, press the subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it, and put a comment in the comment section right below this video with the hashtag ChetChatters, and press the thumbs up because that helps us to know what we need to prepare for you in future. Okay, and we have 2 videos already on how to improve your English and how to speak better English, and I'm going to put those links as well in the description box. And let's, without further ado, get straight into those 5 tips to help you speak English more fluently and confidently. Tip number 1 is called learn in chunks. Now imagine if you were to build a house, and now imagine that you have no experience in construction or architecture. And if you were told to build that house brick by brick, it might seem impossible and you may even give up before completion. But what if you were able to source these ready-to-use walls and windows and doors and ceilings, and all you had to do is piece them together like a jigsaw puzzle? And how about that for making it interesting and easy to build your own house? Likewise, when you're learning English, a simpler way to put it together is if you have a repertoire of full sentences and you can learn a few of these sentences entirely, what if you can just use them and then remove a word, put another one, remove a word, put another one? It's easy actually if you try. Tip number 2 is to sound well prepared. Here's another quick and easy tip to help you sound like a pro. So there are a few common themes that tend to appear in most conversations, interviews, or even English language tests. Talk about yourself, talk about your family, maybe your hobbies or your pastime, talk about your most memorable moment or your most challenging moment, to talk about your goals and your aim in life, or even talk about what you do to stay fit or your daily routine. Now here's the cheat code. Prepare 4 to 5 lines on each one of these topics, show them to a friend or a senior who's fluent at English, practice these lines in front of the mirror and learn them up. Initially, when you say them, it might sound memorized, but soon with some practice, it's going to sound absolutely natural. And later, you can add more topics to it, and very soon, you'll become this fluent and confident speaker who makes natural conversation. Tip number 3 is converse with native English speakers. Now, there was a young college student that wanted to learn how to cook. So he went onto YouTube and saw some videos, he watched cookery shows and he read recipe books. But every time he went into the kitchen, nothing seemed to work. Similarly, when you're learning English, you can read books, learn vocabulary, or watch several English movies with subtitles. But the only way to really get fluent at spoken English is to speak English. But the challenge is, who do we speak to? Because our friends kind of make fun of us and our family sometimes not so fluent in English. So question is, who do we actually speak English with? So I went out looking for an expert that I could speak to whenever I was free. Someone who wouldn't judge me, but they would guide me and help me improve my spoken English. And I came across this app called Cambly, which I highly recommend to you. So as you log on to the app, you'll see a list of several tutors, and there's a rating given there, and there's also their experience. So why don't we give a call right now to one of them and see how this works. Hey Dan, how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. I'm very good.
So I have a question for you, for my viewers.
Okay.
What is that one secret tip that you want to give an English learner to help him overcome the fear of learning a new language?
The answer I want to give is maybe not the answer that you would hope for, that students would hope for, because I tell people all the time, there really is no secret to learning English. There's probably no secret to learning how to play guitar or how to bake a cake or something like that. People can give you tips to help you, but there's not like a magic secret. It's just practice. Don't worry about making mistakes. You don't need to worry about grammar, just about communicating. And as you progress, you can start to think about grammar more and the more fine points, but just really just practice.
So speaking to them and listening to them not only helped me improve my speaking skills, but also my listening skills. So I approached Cambly and I said, hey, why don't you give an offer to us exclusively so we can try this Cambly app before we sign up for your monthly or quarterly packages. And they came back and gave ChetChat an exclusive offer. And I'm so excited to tell you that if you use the code that's given right here on the screen and also in the description box, you can try Cambly for the first 10 minutes for only 199 rupees. So hey, what are you waiting for? Tip number 4 is called speed reading and reading aloud. One very important aspect of learning any language is physical fluency. Our mouth, lips, tongue and facial muscles all need to get used to speaking these new kinds of words. So this tip is going to help you gain that physical fluency. So here's what you need to do. Take a passage, a short passage. It should be approximately at your level, possible but a bit challenging. Now read that passage and time yourself. Now second time over, read the passage again and time yourself again. And do that one more time till you find that you're beating your own time record every time that you're reading. Now, in a previous video, we spoke about singing out song lyrics. Now that also helps you in gaining physical fluency. Tip number 5 is called join meetups or groups. So this tip is for you to practice because practice makes perfect. Okay, now don't say no one's perfect, so why practice? Now I want you to join groups or meetup in your area of interest. It could be a coding group or it could even be a composting group. It doesn't matter. As long as the conversations are in high quality English, you must join these groups because not only are you going to get practice opportunities to build fluency and confidence, but you're also going to become stronger in your own domain or area of interest. Now that's the 5 tips. But before we get to the bonus tip, I want you to put a comment in the comment section under the video to tell me which of these 5 tips you like the most. And if there's any other strategy that's worked for you while you trying to learn English, put that as well in the comment section. So it helps us to know what are the good strategies that you're using and you're appreciating. I'll be waiting for those comments. And now for the bonus tip. The bonus tip is called observe and copy. So observe good English speakers. They could be on the news or on TED Talks or even on movies. And when you observe them, read the subtitles, hear them, pause and copy. And when you're copying, pay special attention to pronunciation and intonation. Now, intonation is that combination of stressed and unstressed words that creates a natural rhythm. For example, the statement, "What's his name?" is actually not pronounced that way. It's pronounced, "What's his name?" Now the his becomes unstressed. What's her name? So the her is unstressed. I'll be back from college at 2. It's not from college. It's I'll be back from college at 2. I saw him, but he ran away. But he ran away. Also sometimes within a word, there are stressed and unstressed parts like master, wonder. So the first part of these words is stressed. Another thing you need to pay attention to is when someone's asking a question, you will notice, especially if it's a yes/no type of question, the intonation tends to go up. So for example, can I borrow your book? Is college open today? So you notice how the tone tends to go up, especially in questions that are yes/no type questions. Now, mastery of this rhythmic contrast is what makes you sound like a fluent English speaker. So that's all from me for now. I hope really that these 5 tips and the bonus tip helped you improve your English. We also have 2 other videos on how to speak good English and how to improve your English, and I'm going to drop links in the description box and you can go back and watch them. Also, please put a comment under this video of what other videos you'd like us to cover so I know what you're looking for. And press the subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And give us a thumbs up if you like our work. And happy watching!